No one can outgive God. When you give to God, you have only sown a seed into a fertile ground. Whatever you give to God is a seed for a greater harvest in return. Anytime you look and you say there is nothing, there is a lack, it means there is a problem either with the supply or the pipeline that carries the supply or the receiver of that supply or even the channel through which the supply is disbursed. Every time you say there is a problem, every time you say there is a lack, it's either there is something wrong with the supply. Another area where the problem may come from is actually the line, the pipeline that carries the supply. So if you open your tap and nothing comes out from the tap, ask yourself, is there water in the reservoir? If there is water in the reservoir, ask yourself, is something blocking the pipe? Is that the reason why I'm not getting water? If nothing is blocking the pipe, ask yourself, did I open the tap very well? If there's no problem with the tap and you feel your receiver, maybe your receiver was a small one. And if you have a big receiver and you fill it with water, if you don't drink that water, it will do you no good. There is no point just having water in that bucket without you using it. Then it is useless. I put it to us today, brethren, that the problem is not with our supplier. He is the owner of the cattle on 1,000 hills. He can supply our needs and our wants and everything from now till eternity. The problem is with us. But why do we lack? Why don't we have? You ask yourself. I pray, I know God, but there seems to be a lack of some sort in our lives. 3 reasons why we may lack. It's because of what we lack, what we do not have, that we eventually lack God's supply. The devil has weaponized our lack in order to terrorize us, destabilize us, and make us not to fulfill God's purpose for our lives. Every time the supply line is devoid of diligence, of knowledge, and of faith, there is a problem. You cannot be a beneficiary of the truth that you don't know. Every time we are in error in life, it's because of these 2 things that we lack: the knowledge of the scriptures and understanding the power of God. Our failure to search the scriptures to know the mind of God for our lives had constantly made us to be devoid of that which God has provided, the power of God. We have seen the power of God through different ways. We've seen the power of God in the scriptures. We have seen the power of God manifested in our daily lives. If we can think, we can thank. If we can think deeply, we will remember what great things God has done for you in time past. Having the understanding of the scriptures or the knowledge of the scriptures and understanding of the power of God that is at disposal would help us not to go into error. The error of not getting what God has in store for us is because we do not have the knowledge of the scriptures, the word of God, and we do not understand the power of God.